Well, it is that time again to talk about my character. I think I did a pretty good job. I humanized the AI writing because I have memory issues. That is a disclaimer. Okay? Oh, you just I got memory issues, so gotta be nice. Okay. There's like how many pages? 39 pages. We're gonna be here for quite a bit. I put a Marvel Rivals concept in here too. We got macaroni, guys. I made this myself. I'm a really good cook. Let me fix my AC, bro. Have to fix my AC, bro. It's one of those draggable units that you can just move around the room. Alright, get this advertisement. I don't give a fuck about ads. I hate advertisements. Don't mind SML in the background if you hear it. Alright. Is it gonna, okay. Yes, it's literally just me, but I like cosmetology. So who am I really? It's an alien name. Huntarr is a member of the royal family of Vordella Prime. One of the most powerful beings born among the Voidwalkers. 150 years old, born June 4th, currently lives in Depho, D-E-P-H-O, like day and then foe, the royal capital of Vordella Prime. On paper, Hunter sounds just like a kind of person who would see himself as something greater than everyone else. He's a cosmic class being capable of manipulating energy, gravity, and space on an enormous scale. He doesn't think of himself as a god. He doesn't walk around demanding worship. People actually do that in real life, and they need a reality check. When someone asks who he is, it's much simpler. I'm just Hunter. The most important thing isn't his cosmic power, it's his restraint. He knows what he's capable of. He knows that if he ever completely loses control, the consequences could be catastrophic. Because of that, most of his life learning to live with an amount of power that very few beings could handle. Okay. Why does it keep saying no? I made this character when I was 5'4", so like young. We got the sweet tea and the Friday the 13th bar. I'm just gonna vent for a minute. He has ADHD severely, OCD, ADD, ODD, bipolar, and slight autism. That's what I have. That's why I'm so all over the place. Lean, athletic build, dark, somewhat messy hair, and a beard. But I wish I had. I can easily become athletic, but I don't have the mentality. Most of the time, he dresses practically and tends to favor darker color clothing. There's nothing about his everyday appearance that immediately screams cosmic powerhouse. These are just like villager mice. They look 100% normal, but it's clear they're alien. I'm just gonna say that. Very clear. And that's what makes him interesting. He can walk into the room looking like an ordinary guy without um, possessing enough power in the room itself to behave differently. When he starts increasing his cosmic output, the difference becomes obvious. Mm. Mm. I put too much cheese in it. It's like stuck on my tongue of my mouth. The roof of my mouth. God, shit. His eyes can be glowing like distant galaxies. Blue, white, purple cosmic energy starts radiating from his body. Space can bend and distort. Starlight patterns can appear in the energy surrounding him. Stops looking like a traditional superhero altogether. I think I'm gonna lower it from 2 trillion. 2 trillion is the maximum output. That's like if he's about to die. Like he's not regenerating fast enough. That's like his full outcome. And see, that's what people don't understand. Like, man, he's too old. No. Maximum output is like when you're about to die. Like Hulk, he can scale infinitely, going up and up and up. With him, it's like the last resort. Um, yeah. Personality. Sadistic, stubborn, he's blunt, sometimes he's difficult simply because he doesn't have much patience for people who annoy him. He dislikes arrogance, pointless drama, and people who think they are more important than they actually are. But that isn't the whole person. Alright. Oh yeah, his wife and kids. His wife is more stronger than him. I'm just gonna make it like that. Instantly. I think we all knew. Like, there's some characters that Hulk can just dog walk. Even Sentry went blow for blow. It was still a tie. Underneath, someone that deeply cares about his family. Hunter loves Hazel. He loves Jerry and Lawrence. Lawrence is 21, and Jerry is 14. His parents are still alive. Like, they're thousands of years old. He respects his parents and cares about the people of Vordella Prime. And when someone he loves is threatened, his entire personality can change almost instantly. He'll put himself between his family and almost anything. He doesn't normally fear enemies. There are few beings who can genuinely imitate him. He doesn't fear anyone except these three. God himself, Jesus Christ, and Hazel. Because I made him Catholic. Because Daredevil, my favorite character, is Catholic. I think Nova is Catholic. So it's cool. And his wife is more stronger than him. Because nope, powerful he becomes, he's still her husband. And Hazel knows exactly how to get to his attention. Just one word, which is his name. Cosmic Powerhouse is listening. His abilities come from his Voidwalker biology, and more specifically, his incredibly advanced Cosmic Conduction Network, or CCN. The CCN consists of microscopic energy conducting structures spread throughout his body. After the experiments performed on him, the network became extraordinarily dense, allowing him to absorb, process, conduct, and reconduct, and release enormous amounts of cosmic energy. Cosmokinesis, whatever the fuck this is. He can control cosmic energy on an enormous scale. Spatial manipulation. He can bend, distort, compress, and manipulate space around him. Hunter can increase, decrease, redirect, or even collapse gravitational forces. My entire inspiration for this project was Rob Liefeld and Nova. Like, those are like the two. I looked at Rob Liefeld's characters and went, this guy got talent. I don't know why everyone's hating on him recently, but you know, haters gonna hate. At 7 minutes in, he can absorb certain forms of energy and redirect them. Cosmic constructs. He can create weapons, shields, barriers, blades, projectiles, platforms, and other objects entirely from cosmic energy. It is similar to Adam Eve almost, how she can I'm pretty sure in that one episode where she's losing her power, she makes an entire cup of coffee for Mark. And then she makes shields, she makes wrecking balls, giant spike balls. Like, I love characters that could bend in ETC. Okay. So other than that, that's cosmic constructs. He can fly through planetary atmospheres and travel through deep space. I don't think you got this right. I mentioned it multiple times, but you know. Regeneration. Body can recover from catastrophic injury even if his physical form is almost completely destroyed. His cosmic core can even reconstruct him entirely. Extreme durability. He can survive environments and forces that would destroy ordinary life. Superhuman strength. His physical strength increases dramatically as his cosmic output rises. Cosmic adaptation. His body can adapt to extreme environments and energy conducts. Sorry, like this fan right here is in my eye. I'll try to point to it, but it's right here. I don't know if y'all can see that. This little glowing box. That's just blowing in my face. And that's my bed. That's the TV. And there's my little autistic ass. Alright. Can you go on, bro? Like, is someone in my room? Someone was in my room, I thought. Okay, let me turn on the light. Okay, right here. At extreme high levels, he can cause localized distortion of reality, so I don't think that's gonna slide. Because with Marvel, they're gonna want to nerf your character. Like if it's not like Hulk, then it can't be this strong. It can't. Like how Gambit lobotomized himself. If it's like really strong, they're gonna have to like rewrite your character or something like that. I don't care. Yep. His maximum output isn't meant to be reduced in one single number. The higher he pushes himself, the more unstable his surroundings become. Space bends. Gravity becomes unstable. Cosmic energy floods the environment. The area around him can begin to react simply because he's there. I'm busy. Go on. I'm fine. Leave me alone, please. See, like, bro, I'm trying to do shit and people just want to come in my room. Like, bro, I am busy. Leave me alone, please. Now, where was I, bro? Right here. Floods the environment. The area around him can begin react. Oh my god, I lost my fucking place because my sister won't leave me alone. I'm trying to do this video for the past week, and everyone's supposed to keep walking in during the recording. Like, I am busy. Please leave me alone. Exactly why he can't hold himself back. The important question is, how powerful is he? It's because how much power is he willing to use? Because he knows that having the ability to destroy something doesn't mean he has to try to destroy it. Okay, let me tell my mom to not come in my room, bro. I'm busy. I'm busy doing this, and then I'm reading this too. This driver's manual. Anyways, Vordella Prime into a royal family, Void Walker family. Even when he was young, his family could tell there was something unusual about him. His potential was enormous, but wasn't particularly interested in becoming some great ruler. Wanted to understand the source of his. Okay, they're finally gone. Wanted to understand the source of his abilities. Instead, they awakened something far deeper. The experiments pushed his body beyond its natural limits. Yeah, so what happens is he comes to Earth after like 50 years because he's 150. He's had a family, right? He wants to see what new heroes have come and fallen and gone. Similar to how the boy, Soldier Boy, there's a few heroes from his decade and they're all dead. Some of them. And then other than that, yeah. Soldier Boy is like adapting to these new gen heroes and Homelander. So it's basically the same thing. He's not from World War II like a normal human. This is like cosmic alien wars. Let's get that clear. The experiments pushed his body beyond natural limits, causes cosmic conduction network to become a dramatically denser. CCN, I'm still call it that. But surviving wasn't the same thing as walking away unchanged. The experiment permanently damaged his trust in humanity. For a long time, he wouldn't even look at Earth without remembering what they had done to him. He comes back a few months later. Why does there have to be in the damn kitchen? Alright, can I be left alone? Alchemists became interested. Unlike the Russians, they weren't simply interested in turning him into a weapon, they wanted to understand him. But that didn't make their experiments harmless. They studied his cosmic energy regeneration, the depth of biology, spatial abilities, energy absorption, and connection to Vordella Prime. Their research helped him understand himself better. It created another dangerous chapter in his life. The most infamous fight is Unstoppable Force versus another Unstoppable Force. Like Juggernaut and Hulk, they can go blow for hours. Hulk and Thing can go blow for hours. So, the two fought for approximately 6 hours after a slight disagreement. Hulk was already mad in the first place. Bro, I am trying to do shit and everyone wants to be so fucking loud. Neither one could decisively defeat the other. Eventually the fight ended in a stalemate. Stalemate. But something unrespected came from it. Respect. Hulk respected me because he could fight him without treating him like a monster. Respected Hulk because he was one of the only few people capable of taking the strength head on. Over time, the two became genuine friends. He understood Hulk's anger. Hulk understood his restraint. And neither needed the other to explain what it felt like carrying overwhelming power. Yeah, we're gonna be here for a little bit. I'm gonna be honest, bro. We're gonna be here for a little bit. It might be an hour-long video. Bonbu is powerful. Powerful. I'm reading this myself to make sure. I want to pause the fucking video. Bonbu is his father, King of Vordella Prime. Powerful, disciplined, traditional, and extremely protective of his family. Has always tried to teach him. I'm just going to reference this, which is me, to him or he. That power alone doesn't make someone worthy of leadership. The lesson sometimes causes tension between them because he hates being treated like a prince. Yo! But Bonbu doesn't ultimately see Hunter as a weapon, a ruler, or even a cosmic ally. He sees him as something much simpler. His son. And his mother. It was called Bun. Okay, I guess ChatGPT didn't fucking get everything right after years of showing it shit. Mother remains one of the more mysterious members of the royal family. She's a void walker and part of the royal bloodline, but most of her history has intentionally remained private. She was an assassin for a long time. Fun fact. When I originally created myself as a Marvel character, I was like, oh, an assassin. But then I learned about Nova and his space. I'm like, okay, so cosmic is way cooler. What he remembers most clearly are the lessons she taught him about clearly the lessons she taught about him are compassion and restraint. Her philosophy can be summed up in one sentence. Power means nothing if you were the one who forgets. If you forget who you're protecting, my bad. This is similar to a very cocky asshole. What's his name from Seven Deadly Sins? King. That's how this character is like based on. He's just like a couple of years older. He's not like XCI though. He's like thousands. That is my brother. Their relationship isn't easy because they've argued, they've fought, they disagreed over major decisions. There have been even times where they've ended up on opposite sides of conflict. But underneath all that, something neither of them can escape. They're brothers. Hunter may disagree with Seth. He may get angry with him, but if Seth ever truly needed him, Hunter would still be there. Ooh, I love this part. The black wife. I love black women so much. They're so pretty, my friend. Please tell me that they're not pretty. Can I have it on light mode? There. The Queen of Giants. I've done my digging through Greek mythology and all that. There are giants. They did exist, like over 30 feet tall. The government wants to hide that, but shh. I'm not getting political, but I'm pretty sure in every timeline there has been giants. Like if dinosaurs existed, there have been giants and cavemen. Okay? We can't just roll over that. So that's why it's there. It stands around 20 feet tall. Her size manipulation has no upper limit. Similar to Galactus. Okay? Her strength isn't limited to her size. Hazel possesses tremendous physical power, durability, cosmic abilities, and life-related abilities. She is not simply my wife. She is a major cosmic figure in her own right, and in some areas, She is more powerful than me. Yes, that is canon. She is more powerful than me. Oh, no. She beats me in a fight head to head. Relationship is the most in one of the emotional foundations of the entire story. They're not together because one completes the other. They're together because they genuinely love each other. Their marriage is built on trust, loyalty, humor, mutual respect, protection, and family. Hazel is also one of the few people who are capable of immediately grounding him when his emotions start getting the better of him. We need more stories like this. I think. Dude, there's like a fucking scratch right here. It hurts. She knows the person underneath Prime. She sees the man beneath the cosmic power. She knows when he is angry. She knows when he is scared. She knows when he's pretending not to care. And she's older by like 4 years, so yeah, she's more powerful actually. I think the older they get, the more powerful they get, okay? The marriage has political importance, I guess, connecting the Voidwalker royal family with the Giants. There's borders, as you can see, right here. Yeah, you see this? Ooh. Ooh, these get interesting. I'm telling y'all, Marvel would love this concept, bro. Lawrence is the eldest son. He's 22, serious, rugged, protective, and naturally intimidating. He's a heavy alcoholic. His favorite alcohol is champagne. Fun fact. Kind of person who doesn't waste words. A lot of his personality reminds me of Wolverine. He inherited my stubbornness and Hazel's strength of a character. Lawrence is deeply protective of his family. He doesn't see himself as my son. He sees himself as someone else responsible for protecting the people I love. Okay, I'm getting hungry as I yap for a minute. Jerry is my younger son. 14, energetic, affectionate, optimistic, and much more openly than Lawrence. He gets excited around superheroes. He absolutely idolizes his father. And Jerry's favorite superhero is Nova, because it's my favorite superhero. That's when I first heard of Nova, was around 14 when they... I don't know if Disney XD does like reruns or anything, but it was like the Spider-Man Ultimate where they had... This is how I first found Nova, was because of this, the Sam Alexander version. And this is, when did it air? When did it air? Let's see. Yeah. I don't know if they were still doing this like around when I was 14, but I did see this character. So, hey, Nova is the GOAT of cosmic heroes. Put this motherfucker in Marvel Rivals, please. Best DPS ever. Or tank. Fuck it. Anyone can be on a tank. He's still young, already beginning to develop his own abilities and figuring out who he wants to become, where Lawrence tends to carry his emotions quietly. Jerry wears his heart on his sleeve. The difference becomes extremely important later in my story. I don't know if you saw my previous video, the 40-minute one, where I showed pictures of Vordella Prime and etc. But it's a big planet. It isn't my birthplace, it's his home, an enormous cosmic world formed from the remnants of an ancient celestial's death and shaped by the cosmic energy left behind. Massive crystal networks run beneath the planet, connecting its civilizations and helping power and infrastructure. 4 major civilizations, so it's like 4 borders, kind of like this, like intertwining like a big plus, okay? Ready? Stand with me here, stick along. Dafo, Voidwalkers, as I say, Sil-Zo, that's the Giants realm. Zalvi, the Rackjacks. Felso, that's the Troogs. The Rackjacks. Okay, let me find it. I always have to keep a reference image. Humanoid bears. When I think of, it's something like this. Okay, is it gonna load? Yeah, shit like this. This is what a rackjack would look like. Okay, what the fuck is this bullshit? Yes, they would look something like this. This is the best thing I can possibly provide. I'm scrolling past. I just realized what that was. See? Humanoid bear. This is what a rackjack would look like. Something like Kratos and a bear, kind of built like Thor right here. Really interesting. The giants, you know. The rackjacks are these little humanoid bears, as we discovered or talked about just now. Troogs are kind of like gnome people that protect these crystals, which are durable enough as adamantium and below vibranium. So it's like in between, mix around, like 50-50, you know? So that's what makes my armor. I'm not gonna just call myself Hunter, bro, because I'm not gonna just announce my name every 5 seconds. And the Voidwalkers are Vordella Prime's most technological and advanced civilization. They're scientists, they're engineers, philosophers, researchers, and cosmic energy specialists. Their city reaches into the sky, and their technology is deeply integrated to the planet's crystal network. Their greatest city is Defo. Defo sits exactly at the center of Vordella Prime. It's the royal capital and home to the royal palace. It's also where the Royal Council, scientific institutions, cosmic academies, royal archives, training grounds, transportation system, diplomatic districts, and the Central Heart Crystal Network can be found. The AFL represents the meaning of the 4 points of all civilizations. It's supposed to represent unity. Yo, this fucking AC is so cold. Like, I think I have issues with my body. Like, sometimes I get cold and hot, then I get hot and then I'm cold. Like, yeah. The giants are enormous beings who value strength, honor, family, tradition, longevity, responsibility. Civilization is centered in the mountains of the greatest city Silzo. Their culture doesn't treat strength as an excuse to dominate others. Strength is supposed to mean that you're capable of protecting the people who depend on you. That's one of the reasons why me fits so naturally into their culture. That's why Hazel is such an important leader. Silzo stretches across enormous mountain ranges. Massive bridges connect mountain peaks. Palaces are carved directly into the mountainside. And enormous statues honor ancient giant heroes. Silzo is the spiritual and culture heart of the giants. Hazel is the most important modern ruler. She's only been the ruler. Her mother was at one point, but I'm not going into that because then you gotta go through more and more and more riding, and you can be stuck in riding hell. The Rackjacks are powerful humanoid bear beings. I don't know why I didn't put bear. Because we are already. Do I have to pull up the Google image? Like this. This is what the bears look like, okay? Not the reading manual. It's been 30 minutes already. We sitting here for a little bit longer. No! I'm almost out of tea. Gah. Okay. And their strength, endurance, engineering, forging, hunting, warfare, and loyalty. They're builders as much as they are warriors. Their psychological is. I don't know how to pronounce this word. I got learning disabilities. Strength exists to protect the community. The capital is Zalvi. Zalvi? I think that's how I made it. The Troogs. More like troglodytes is what it was gonna be. The Trugs are ancient guardians of Vordella Prime's crystal network. They're deeply connected to the planet's oldest traditions. They specialize in crystal manipulation, ancient knowledge, spiritual traditions, rituals, planetary energy, and maintaining a cosmic balance. Their homeland is Felso. More like, okay, it's like Celso. So, Fel, Fel, So. Felso, okay? These words don't make sense, but it will. Felso is a massive crystalline city built through enormous underground caverns. The entire city glows with turquoise, blue, and green crystal formations. Music echoes through the caverns. Markets filled with underground street. Ancient temples stand beside the advanced crystal technology. Felso is also where some of the Vordella Prime's oldest and most dangerous secrets are protected. The Four Thrones. Shut up, cat! Each civilization maintains its own leadership. Go! Get out of my room, please. Go. Go. It's like a Five Nights at Freddy's game in this fucking dark ass room. Everyone wants to come in and hide. Like, bro, leave me alone. Each civilization maintains its own leadership while recognizing the authority of central loyal family. Defo, King Bonbu, represents knowledge and cosmic civilization. Silzo, damn, my mouth. Represents strength and life. Zalvi, King Ralvik, represents protection and craftsman. Felso, Queen Thyra, represents wisdom and balance. They form the Four Thrones Accord. The entire point is a course to prevent one civilization from overpowering the others. I occupy a unique position of all this. He's Bonbu's son. He's Hazel's husband. Respected by Rackjacks, entrusted by the Trugs, and he is recognized by all four civilizations as a protector. In many ways, he becomes the bridge between them all. The hollow below. Every planet has a fucking hell. Just how Earth has a hell. Listen, beneath Vordella Prime lies something that most people would rather forget. An artifact underworld known as Hollow Below. It wasn't created naturally. It is created by an ancient void walker whose soul had become so corrupted, rather than allowing the corruption to disappear, he created an artificial hell beneath the planet. And somewhere within it lies one of the most dangerous artifacts Vordella Prime has ever known. Boo! Leave me alone! The Hellborn Crown. The Hellborn Crown was created using pieces of all four civilizations. A Void Walker Cosmic Crystal, a living mountain stone from the Giants, Cosmic Forged Metal of the Rackjacks, Sacred Crystal from the Trugs. The result was a distorted piece of every civilization. The crown gives its user tremendous power, but that's not really what makes it dangerous. The crown corrupts. It amplifies what's already inside the person wearing it. Fear becomes hatred, ambition becomes obsessive, love can become possessive, the desire to protect and can become desire to control. And the stronger the user becomes, the more themselves they lose. Now, if you are an OG viewer of my channel right now, you would know this guy came from a nightmare I had. So I've been building him up from that nightmare ever since I had it, making him like a real thing. You know what I mean? Sorry, I'm just hungry. XCI. We call him Xander. That's his real name. Like, that's how you say his name, okay? Xander. With an X, not a Z. I don't know how that would sound, but it would probably sound the same exact way. Xander was the greatest Void Walkers in history. He was powerful. He was respected. He had a family. He had everything he needed to live a meaningful life. But he became obsessed with power. We're gonna play that later tonight. Woo! Okay. Eventually, he became connected to the Hellborn Crown. Read this while I take a drink. The crown amplified everything inside him. His fear became hatred, his ambition became obsession, his desire to protect it became a desire to control, and eventually, Xander, one of my greatest enemies, but the reason he hated me wasn't simply because I was powerful, it was because it represented everything XCI had lost. I had enough enormous power and still loved his family. I could destroy worlds but chose restraint. Could rule Vordella Prime, but I didn't want to. Xander hated me because I proved something he couldn't accept. Power didn't have to corrupt you. His philosophically had been wrong. Eventually, I defeat him. Their final confrontation ends with me launching him into the sun. Yes, direct reference to Invincible. He dies within the solar environment, but ironically, death isn't what finally separates him from the Hellborn crown. Because if you're wearing the Hellborn crown, it gets destroyed, so it can't be reconstructed. Nope. Without the crown's influence, he remembers who he used to be. He remembers his family. He remembers Vordella Prime. He remembers why he originally wanted power. And finally understands that I wasn't the enemy. He had been fighting himself. In the afterlife, Xander finds himself completely stripped of everything that had once defeated him. No crown, no army, no throne, no power, just himself. For the first time, he had to confront everything he did without being able to hide the power or excuses. He doesn't pretend his crimes never happened. He doesn't I can't read! He doesn't erase his past. Instead, he finally accepts responsibility. Eventually, he forgives himself. Not because his actions didn't matter, but because he finally understands that redemption begins when you stop running from what you become. Me and Earth. Earth. Okay, I'm sorry. He sees the planet that experimented on him. Over time, that changes. He meets heroes who show him that humanity isn't defined by the people who hurt him. He meets people worth protecting. He develops friendships with Hulk, Spider-Man, Captain America, Wolverine, Thor, Jean Grey, Storm, Reed Richards, and even Deadpool. Fun fact, that's who I play in Marvel Rivals majority of the time. And yes, I'm almost Champion Hulk. We opened the door tonight. He doesn't necessarily like everyone. He gradually realizes something important. He gradually realizes something important. Earth is also full of people who deserve to live, and he truly becomes the protector of two worlds. Me and the X-Men. Strong connection with the X-Men. He understands what it's meant for different groups of people to be feared, misunderstood, or treated as something less than a human. Vordella Prime itself is built around four fundamentally different people learning how to coexist. That makes the X-Men struggle feel familiar to him. He gets along with all these following: Wolverine, Jean Grey, Storm, Cyclops, Beast, Nightcrawler because he's Catholic, Rogue, Gambit, Magic, Kitty Pryde. Nightcrawler in particular finds my quieter side refreshing well. I appreciate Kurt's optimism. Yes, sir! Doesn't consider every superhero his friend. Some people he loves, some people he respects, some people drive him completely insane. And some people certainly aren't his kind of person. Hulk is his closest friend, genuinely likes Peter because he protects people weaker than himself. Deeply respects Steve's responsibility. A rough friendship built on mutual respect. A fellow warrior actually enjoys spending time with. Someone who understands what it's like to carry terrifying amounts of power. A leader I genuinely respect. One of the smartest people I have ever met. And someone who asks way too many questions. I pretend to hate him. I don't. Everyone knows it. I deny it. Deadpool knows I'm lying. Okay, now we get into the death parts. Yippee. We're almost done. I said we almost done. I'll do some voice acting in a minute. Greatest weakness isn't his body, it isn't his cosmic energy, it isn't an enemy, it's his family. If someone threatens his entire family, Hazel, Lars, Jerry can become dangerously emotional. Dude, I'm really hyped right now. I'm sorry. I'm just going in and out, in and out. I'm sorry. We've been here for 40 minutes. It's gonna be an hour. I hope y'all liking this so far, but you know what? Okay, just making sure. Okay, I'm making sure my sound was working. If someone threatened, he'll sacrifice himself to them without hesitation. If forced to choose between himself and innocent people, he will choose the other people. His priorities are simple. Hazel, Lawrence, Jerry, his parents, his people, his friends, innocent civilians, Earth. My power is ultimately a responsibility. I thought that said my last name. Oh, hush, cat! Right, you're at my doorway fucking meowing. Go away! I don't care if you're heat. Leave me alone. It isn't about becoming the strongest. It's about what happens when someone already has enough power to destroy almost anything. XCI. Xander chose power over love. Hush! God, shut up! Dude, I've been trying to do this video for weeks and everyone wants to keep coming to my fucking room and ruining it. Alright, bro, leave me alone. It's about what happens when someone already has enough power to destroy almost anything. Xander chose power over love. Hunter chose love despite having power. That's the difference between them. Greatest superpower isn't telekinesis, it's restraint. His greatest weakness isn't physical, it's the people he loves. Ooh, yeah, so I have it to where I've written these scripts. I'm not showing them. But after a long battle with the Hulk, this is part 2, where they go to Krakoa Beach to chill. After saving people from Sentinels and just like other bullshit that happens in Marvel Comics, like cosmic dragons, giant fucking robots, evil ass people like Molecule Man, Doctor Doom. You know, the same basic shit that keeps the story going. Eventually, faces an enemy that brute force can't solve. An ancient cosmic illness infects him. At first, everyone assumes his regeneration can handle it. He can survive off one singular cell. The illness begins destroying all the cellular levels while simultaneously interfering with his CCN. For perhaps the first time in his life, he simply cannot overpower what is happening to him. His body begins shutting down. The X-Men arrive, then the Avengers, then the Fantastic Four. Everyone tries to save him. Jean attempts to stabilize his mind. Reed searches desperately for a technological solution. Banner studies his biology. Doctor Strange searches for a mystical answer. Wolverine refuses to leave. Spider-Man stays beside him, even though he's terrified. Nobody wants to accept what's happening, but eventually Hazel arrives. The moment she sees it, she knows she doesn't need anyone to explain it. I am dying. Hazel kneels beside him, even at 20 feet tall. She makes herself as small as possible, reaches for her hand. His fingers barely have enough strength to close around hers. Jerry's crying. Hazel pulls him against her. Lawrence is standing nearby, trying desperately not to break down. Looks at his son. He smiles because he is afraid, because he doesn't want his children to remember him as afraid. Then he looks at his wife, Hazel. Cosmic glow begins to fade. Starts reflecting, his eyes disappear one by one. I love you. He whispers, I love you. Presses his forehead against his, I love you too. Begins breaking apart into cosmic particles. Holds on to Hazel as long as he can. It's kind of like the Thanos snap where Spider-Man hugs Tony Stark from Infinity War. His final thought isn't about power. It isn't about his enemies. It isn't even about Vordella Prime. It's about his family. His final words are, take care of them for me. And then the light disappears. The funeral. Dude, all my life when I've looked at comics, they really never say dead. So Deadpool comes back from everything. Captain America dies a million times, he'll just come back in the next comic. Vordella Prime mourns my death. The Voidwalkers hold a royal funeral in Defo. Bro, does everyone have to be in the kitchen today? Is today International Be in the Kitchen to interrupt my son's video day? Yeah, just read this. Wow. Wait. Lord, his head's on a Christ. Steve Bucket salutes or race weapon into its grave. He was praised to speed or session lands beside the memorial to shoot the full amount. As consequently, he wasn't fried. He was a lovely husband. Continues running Sozo. She continues pushing for the fly. She's large Jerry. But as she follows her everywhere she has replaced, she's stopped loving her. She simply learns how to live without losing. Her greatest motivation becomes protecting everything I gave her. He becomes an alcoholic, like a serious alcoholic, like bottles everywhere. Becomes fiercely protective of his mother, Jerry, for the company. He doesn't want to replace me. I don't want to fucking hear TikTok debate lives in the fucking kitchen, bro. That's all people do. Can't wait to hear that one day. Can't fucking wait. He wants to make sure family survives. I'm trying to hurry this up. It's almost been an hour. I've been trying to record this for days, but everyone wants to keep coming to the kitchen and just ruining it. Like I try to record, I try to like yo, I'm busy. Like leave it. Like no, they have to come into my fucking room and be loud and annoying. I don't understand why. I don't care if I'm not leave me alone. I'm not an asshole, I promise. Cause I heard it. He was dead. Becomes legendary, but every civilization remembers him differently. This Void Walker remember him as the greatest conflict analysis of his generation. Remembers him as his husband. Reacted from someone who never met his people. Someone carried a notice. Never mind, second guest. This is depicted him as a god. He's not holding a weapon. No explosive around him. Simply standing, one hand extended towards his family. And beneath the statue is an inscription. Power does not define a person who holds it, the choice does. Years pass. It'll only be like 2 years. Remains queen. Comes history. What power? I'll do the XCI voice on it. What power can you give me? What can I protect of it? Just read all this, bro. I can't concentrate here in the fucking kitchen right now. Like that's all everyone does in this house is just come in the kitchen, be interrupted when I'm doing shit, and gets mad at me. So. I'm busy. Totally. And I'm recording too, so. Hold on, bro. How do I add text to my OBS? Leave me alone. XCI power, allowed power to consume, spend his entire life learning how to control it at the end. Greatest victory wasn't defeating Xander. It wasn't surviving the Russians. It wasn't fighting cosmic entities. It wasn't fighting Hulk. It wasn't becoming a walking supernova. It was coming home to Hazel. It was raising Lawrence. It was loving Jerry. protecting Vordella Prime. Choosing restraint when domination would have been easier, and when his life finally ended, the universe remembered his power, but his family finally remembered him. Final canon statement. That's his superhero name, like the file name is Prime. Is a void walker from Vordella Prime who chooses extraordinary power and is defined by not how much he can destroy, but how much he chooses not to. Bro, I am tired of hearing this fucking TikTok politics shit in the fucking doorway. Politics don't fucking rule the world, bro. Jesus does. Story is ultimately about power, corruption, love, sacrifice, forgiveness, family, and legacy. XCI represents what the I could have become. Y'all can read this. Represents what he fights for, leaves behind. Vordella Prime represents what he calls home. Final legacy is simple. Power means nothing to you if you don't choose what to use it for. There is one contradiction in the source material that would not leave after finished polished Bible. The story describes my death at Capella Beach as a genuine death, but later canon establishes regenerate can reconstruct them from an extraordinarily tiny surviving fragment, even a single cell, and that his death is therefore unfairly ultimately at near death, returning an event as a permanent. I'm trying to read this. Can't concentrate right now. So, Fortuny has the latest rule with the definitive canon. It's a clean, humanized version. Wood does die. Heart stops. Cosmic energy disappears. His body is destroyed. His songs relieved. He's generally gone, but somewhere within the devastation, a single cell remains. The CC entrant recognizes that fragment, slowly painful, begins rebuilding himself hours after everyone has said goodbye. The cosmic energy returns. He comes back. His death is real. The grief is real. His mourning was real. But it wasn't permanently permanent. Cannot have a permanent death ending because. Hold on, let me look it up. Why does it? See, it's what I'm talking about. Brand assets, ongoing storytelling, and financial incentives require keeping core heroes alive. This is why you'll never see people like Spider-Man or Iron Man or anything else. That too. And that's why I just won't let them die in comics. Revolving the door of death. See? Marvel eventually bypasses permanent death through standard comic book science. And yeah. Yes, this is why Nova keeps living. Alright, so what would Marvel get from me? Wow. Marvel facing section. Isn't interested. Isn't interested because he's powerful. He's interested because he's powerful and knows he has to hold himself back. He survived experimentation, cosmic warfare, impossible battles, and encounters with beings that would overwhelm ordinary superheroes. Yet he chooses restraint. The central question behind the character is, if I have enough power to end every fight, would I choose not to? This would give him a place in Marvel's cosmic universe without reducing him to another character whose only personality trait is being overpowered. Contains what makes me different. I'm sorry, this video has been asked, but I'm not gonna redo it because it's 9 p.m. I'm sleepy. See, Sunday. Contains extraordinary dense CCN allows him to absorb, process, conduct, redirect, and release cosmic energies in ways that would never destroy a normal biological organism. When his output rises, the environment reacts, space bends, gravity shifts, energy begins redirecting around him, and that's where the character's biggest storytelling role comes in. Doesn't casually use his maximum power. He isn't. Listen, I will say it again. It has been an hour, basically, okay? I will say it again. Just because, oh, it's 2 trillion exploding. What? No. That is the absolute maximum he needs to. Like, he's about to die. Like on Krakoa Beach, as we just discussed, he didn't do that because he couldn't. He physically couldn't give enough power to do it. He, like, if he's like, desperate enough, he'll do it. If that makes sense, okay? Like, how when Spider-Man runs out of web fluid, that's when he uses his actual punches, okay? You see what I mean? Strongest Marvel character ever. That's boring. The better hook is what happens when something powerful enough to destroy his world chooses not to. And that's me. His power gives attention. His personality makes people stay. His relationships make people care. Shouldn't exist as his love interest. Major character, so she's powerful, intellect, physically imposing, emotionally grounded, and politically important. Mostly important because they're already married. Their stories don't have to revolve around. They'll eventually get together. They're already together. These stories can explore superhero fiction that doesn't always focus on what an actual marriage looks like when both people are cosmic level beings. They can argue, they can joke, they can protect each other, they can fight side by side. They can have quiet moments at home, they can deal with political responsibilities, and they simply can be husband and wife when the universe isn't trying to destroy them. Ooh! I made this concept last night. Because I only played. Okay, I have 25 lords, bro. Does Deadpool count as 25? He's in every role? Let me know. So, basically. Thank you, D-Ray. I love playing tank. I'm having fun with Hood. I'm having fun with. What's his name? Groot. Yeah, Groot. The tree man. The silly tree guy. When they could increase it from 5'4" to like 6'8", bro. They could. Cosmic energy absorption, energy redirection, cosmic gravity manipulation. Wait, do I need to? Hold on, I'm gonna have to censor my screen for a minute, bro. There's a lot of things. Put it on a black screen. I don't know if I can show this. Let me find the image of what I created, cause you know. Can I view it? Let's see. Oh, it downloaded. Okay. Alright. Okay. I'm trying to go to my downloads right now. Can I display this? Oh, having issues with fucking Spotify. Why do I have to have issues as soon as I'm trying to record, bro? Okay, there we go. So how do I zoom in? There we go. I put myself in Marvel Rivals. I love playing tank, bro. Cosmic Gauntlets. Devastating close range punches infused with cosmic energy. Every third strike deals increased damage. Similar to Iron Fist. Channel cosmic energy into both hands before releasing a short range gravitational blast that knocks enemies backwards who collide with walls and take additional damage. That would realistically be similar to Magneto. His fucking left click where he does the little thing. Celestial Bulwark. Surround yourself with condensed cosmic energy, reducing incoming damage while granting nearby allies temporary shielding while active. Cannot be displaced. You'll be CC immune. So basically like a Hulk bubble with the left shift. Gravitational well. Create a localized gravitational field that continuously pulls enemies toward its center while slowing them. I think that'd be like the Invisible Woman where she does her little thing. And then launch forward at incredible speed, damaging and knocking enemies aside if Hunter collides with Terrarian. I think this is literally the thing stun for O. Oh no. This would be Q. Stellar Bastion. Drive your fists to the ground, creating a field of stabilized cosmic energy around me. Gain damage reduction. I'm just guessing this would be like Deadpool's little fucking Deadpool in your area thing. Okay, Hazel surrounds Hunter with immense energy, gains bonus health, increased ground control resistance, will be eliminated during. I'm not reading all that because it doesn't make sense to me. I'm not like a D1 like fucking yeah. Repairs his body. It's just this is regenerative HP. He's gonna be a dive tank, bro. Trust. Fully CCN. Greatly increases maximum health. Drastically reduces incoming damage. Basic attacks release cosmic shockwaves. Ability gain increased area of effect. Gravity expands significantly. Becomes immune to CC. It literally just like Devil Dinosaur and ETC. It would be immune. And that's that. Yeah, I did it. We've been recording for about 1 hour and 3 minutes, my brother. Should I show what Hazel looks like, bro? I don't think I can because I don't think the lady's gonna like it. But they avoid copyright, yeah. Yes, I would voice myself. Okay. Ready? Terrible voice acting incoming. Let's get this over with. Still standing. I'm not the best. I don't think ChatGPT understands what fucking Marvel Rivals is, but you know. Still standing. Enough. Stay close, Hazel. Who did that? You're powerful. So am I. Yeah, ChatGPT doesn't understand what Marvel Rivals is, Curly. They think it's a fucking like Skyrim game, clearly. Oh yeah, it didn't even mention these four. Carlos and Ben are like little koalas, probably about like this big. We all know koalas are fucking small, or some of them could be huge. I've seen that. Darren and Marcus Vinks are XCI sons that I killed, kind of like how God of War. And Kratos kills Thor's sons. A writer should not turn me into a character who automatically wins every fight. He shouldn't be emotionless. He shouldn't be angry every second. He shouldn't solve every. I thought that was like cat. Shouldn't solve every problem instantly. He shouldn't be a generic, overpowered OC. Luna Snow. Thank you, Danny Koo, for bringing cuteness, I guess. Should be powerful, adaptive, protected, flawed, emotional, capable of making mistakes, capable of losing without being physically defeated, and above everything else. The humanized core statement. Hunter is a Void Walker from Vordella Prime who chooses body, has evolved into an extremely powerful cosmic energy conduction system. He can manipulate space, gravity, cosmic energy, other fundamental forces on a massive scale, but he refuses to let his power define who he is. He is a husband, father, son, brother, protector, survivor, and a friend who has spent his entire life learning that strength isn't how much you can destroy. It's about knowing when you shouldn't. He can fight cosmic beings. He can survive impossible destruction. He can stand beside Earth's greatest heroes, but none of that matters as much to getting home to Hazel, spending time with his sons, protecting his people, being able to call Vordella Prime home. Oh my goodness, how much more? I'm tired of reading this shit, please. My characters are interesting enough. He doesn't want to be a god. He just wants to be himself. That's the kind of humanization I think you're asking for. Okay, that's just the AI. No. Hazel is stronger than me overall because Hazel is one of the most powerful beings in the setting. In some areas, because she's older, clearly. She's 154 and I'm 150 in the story. Is older, giving her more experience with her abilities and her illness, but Hazel is stronger than Sue overall. Hazel's size has no known upper limit, similar to Galactus. Okay, I'm not saying it's infinite. No. Her giant philosophy and cosmic abilities are major parts of her power. Isn't my wife? She's a major cosmic powerhouse and the Queen of Giants in her own right. So if we're making a definitive. A round of applause. I have finished yapping. I have finished yapping. So, let me know what you think, bro. That was that. That took an hour and 6 minutes of pure yapping time. I'm going to do some honorable shout outs. I'm going to put my Instagram. Okay. I'm letting my Instagram load on my phone right here. See? Hey, that's me! And I got my monkey shirt on. Dude, I'm sweating. It's like 104 outside. Oh no, it's 92. Okay, ready for the shout out to Swift VO, Cherry VA, Cam, Michael Scott Action, the VA of Nolan Marvel Rivals, HC 760, Jacob Caston OVO, Danger Marin, Elia Mountjoy, Zotaic, Eric Bra, E-Man Media, Manchester Script, Ovid, Grizzly Geek, Espen Comics, FN Saya, and that is it, my friends. Thank you for sitting here for an hour and 10 minutes listening to me discuss my Marvel character. I will make more characters in the future. Wait, should I just display? Thank you to everyone who sat here for 39 pages of me yapping and getting pissed at my parent for my character. It has been much appreciated. I'm grateful that everyone sat here and watched for an hour. I'll timestamp it and the end, and that is it, my friends. Goodbye, soldiers.